it's the end of the Coupe de Bretagne here in Douarnenez. Despite the best efforts of the weather, you've actually succeeded in getting 3 races in. One final race today on what should have been the lay day. How did it go on the water today, and what's happened overall?
Well, it was good that we could get the 3rd and final race in that was required for the series. The forecast was for quite strong winds again, but the race officer sensibly he kept us quite close to the shore, and it made the sailing still very shifty, but despite some squalls, what I would say we're coming down around 28 knots, top of the range really for sailing and not survival, we managed to get the race in. Now I'm delighted to have not only the overall winner, Jens Christensen, with me, but also Stefan Link from Germany, who has finished runner-up overall. And we were just discussing, I'm going to let Stefan talk first because Stefan is from lake sailing, mainly in Germany, and because the course has been quite close to the shore, then the water's been flatter, and with the wind shift as well, it's very similar to lake sailing. Is that what you agree, Stefan?
Exactly, very similar to our lake sailing. Though we have the mark was very close to the coastline, to the shoreline, and though it's very shifty, extremely shifty on the end, and you have to get the right tacks, the right shifts to be close to the marker, and it was okay. It was a good position from us. We had a strong wind on the beginning of the beat, and then we had on the last end we had a less wind, flat water, and so we had done our shifts quite well. And close to the end of the mark, we had a sandwich position between Jens and Jürgen, and so that killed us a little bit on the first mark. So we finished third on the first mark and finished 5th on the last.
That's great. I mean, the thing is, you've had 3 consistent races, and with a non-discard series.
Yeah, even lake sailors can do it good on waves. So.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. And now tell me, Stefan, your tactician is Frank Butzmann?
Yes, we have Frank Butzmann, former Finn World Vice champion, so he's doing, as you know, he's a famous German tactician, and he's doing extremely well. But then we have Peter Fröschl with us. He's a former Flying Dutchman World champion, so it's we quite well.
I remember, I mean, I know Peter well, and I know that he was winning several races last year on Lake Torbay. So it's a very strong team, and they're another one to watch out for next week. So now we go to Jens, the overall winner. Congratulations again, Jens.
Thank you very much.
Jens is also the current European champion, which he won he won in Boltenhagen last year. Not only that, Jens owner and runs North Sails, One Design. Is that right?
I don't run One Design, but I'm part of North Sails in Europe.
Sure. He's the chief honcho anyway. Now tell me, Jens, you had a great battle today with your mate Jürgen Schoner. How did that go on the race course?
No, but we had a great, we started up to weather. We got quite a good start, and then we actually got rolled a little bit, and then we took out to the right because I felt we were lifted on port, and then we got a right shift to get back over, and at one stage we thought we were really way ahead.
Yep.
And then the guys on the left, they got a lifting, and then in the end we were very close to each other, and we both with Jørgen and with Stefan coming up to the top mark. I think the 3 of us, we were kind of battling it out to see who was going to be first. We were leading, we lost Jørgen just at the top, but then we had a good run. We got a little bit of jump, as Stefan said before, because we squeezed him out a little bit, how it happened, and then we just had it was a quite windy run, and we chose the 2 different marks, Jørgen and us, and then when we came back over, we were just a little bit ahead. But then in the end, we ended up being next to each other at the top mark. And then on the run, we pulled a little bit away from him, and then it was quite easy for the finish. And so it was good. No, we were very happy. We felt it was good fun. Reminded me a little bit of sailing back in Hellerup in Denmark, because it was with the westerly wind, with the shifty, and with flat water. And I think we had a great day.
And tell me, I mean, Danish sailors generally prefer heavier winds, don't they?
But I think we have been watching the lake sailors a little bit, and we got a few tricks of them. So hopefully we'll be kind of okay next week, when it looks like the rest of the week looks like it's going to be a little bit lighter.
Yeah, it certainly looks like the wind's going to decrease.
Yes.
We haven't got Jürgen with us today, but he was 3rd overall. He won the first race, but on the second race yesterday, we explained he went a little bit too far left, and I think that the way that you make the most gains out there is to take the shifts as they happen, and if you dig too deep to one side or the other, the wind is always going to oscillate and come back the other way, and you can find yourself never really getting back with the leaders. Would you agree with that, Jens?
Absolutely. I think it was. I talked to Jørgen after yesterday, and he was told, he thought he was going left, and he hammered a hard left, and I said, why? You could cross the whole fleet at one stage. Why don't you get in there? No, we were going left, and why should we? Because we thought we were going the right way.
Yeah.
The wind shifted a little bit, and then he was out of the game basically.
Yeah.
And no, for sure, you have to kind of stay with the fleet, and especially in this non-discard series, you have to try to avoid to end up really deep and be consistent. You don't need to win, you just need to be consistent, and then you have a really good chance in the end.
Great. So finally then, Stefan, looking ahead to the main series now that starts tomorrow, what are your expectations in this very high fleet?
The last pre-race Sprint Cup in Cascais, we went finalized the second, and then the Juan Carlos Trophy was not so successful for us, so this time we want to change it.
Okay, yeah. And obviously you hope to continue up the front?
Absolutely.
Who do you see as your main threats?
No, but I think there is, when you when you look at this, it is like sailing the World Championship. Everybody is here. It's really a very, very strong field, and I think there is 10-12 boats who can win this.
Yeah, I saw the World Champion. He found a bit of form today, didn't he?
Yes, he did, and for sure we know Laurie. We saw that at the Worlds, and he starts slow, but he usually ends up very well.
Yeah.
And then we were missing all the Ukrainian boats, and so I'm sure we will have. We will have a very strong field, and it's going to be probably down into the wire.
Extremely tough, I think, the next.
Yes.
Yeah, I know the Ukrainians that they're staying at the same hotel as us, and because their owners and coaches decided there was too much wind yesterday, they didn't want to risk some of the gear, and because it's a non-discardable series, I think they took the approach that it was not worth sailing today, so they're going to do their own little training thing. So as Jens said, that they're certainly going to be up there for this Grand Prix.
Yeah.
And of course Tommy Muller found some form again today. You can never write Tommy off.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's so many names. If you look at the leaderboard, it's going to go, as you say, down to the wire.
I'm sure it will, and it's going to be.
The conditions are changing.
Yes.
For sure.
Lighter wind conditions, and it's extremely shifty outside, as we know from the previous seasons.
So keep watching out there, and we'll keep you up to date with everything that goes on for the rest of the week.
Great, thanks guys. Congratulations everybody, and we'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
Thank you. Bye.